Alex had never been a fan of dating apps, but after months of loneliness, he decided to give it a try. His first match was with a woman named Lila. She had an almost haunting beauty, but there was something about her profile that felt off. She didn't have many pictures, only one, a shadowy photo of her sitting in a room, her face obscured by a black veil. Her bio was short, "Let's meet in person. I'll be waiting." Alex hesitated, but something about her intrigued him. They set up a date at a small cafe in the city, but when he arrived, Lila was nowhere to be found. He checked his phone for her message, but it simply said, "I'll be waiting." Confused, he went home and tried to brush it off as a strange experience. That night, as he lay in bed, a notification popped up on his phone. It was from Lila. "I'm in your room." At first, he laughed it off, thinking it was a joke. But then, the hairs on the back of his neck stood up. His room was pitch black, and he hadn't heard a sound. He felt the urge to check his phone again, but this time, it buzzed with a message that made his stomach drop. "Look behind you." Alex turned his head slowly, his pulse racing. There was nothing there. He felt ridiculous. He had no reason to be afraid. But as he looked back down at his phone, the message changed. "I'm closer now." His heart skipped a beat as a cold breeze swept across his face, and suddenly, he felt a presence in the room, something watching him. He could hear breathing, slow and deliberate, just behind him. His phone buzzed again. "It's too late now. You swiped right." Panicked, Alex jumped out of bed and ran to the door, but it wouldn't open. The doorknob wouldn't turn. He pounded on the door, shouting for help, but the only sound in the room was the breathing. Suddenly, a dark figure appeared in the corner of his room. It was Lila, her face hidden behind that same black veil, standing perfectly still. She didn't move, didn't speak. She just watched. Alex tried to scream, but no sound came out. The whisper came, cold and chilling. "You're mine now, forever." The next morning, Alex's roommate found him sitting in his chair, staring at his phone. His face was pale, lifeless. His phone was on, displaying the last message. "You shouldn't have swiped right. You're mine now." But the real horror came when his roommate checked his own Tinder account. Lila had swiped right on him too.